Inflation, the silent thief of your money. How to fight back. Inflation is a silent thief that silently robs you of your money without you even realizing it. It's like a sneaky burglar that steals your hard-earned money and leaves you with less purchasing power for goods and services. With inflation steadily increasing, it is important to learn how to fight back and protect your money from this silent thief. In this video, we will discuss the causes of inflation and how you can fight back against it. Before moving forward, make sure you like, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon not to miss out the future updates. Welcome to Money Mindset. Understanding inflation? Inflation, the silent thief of your money. How to fight back. To fight back against inflation, it's essential to understand what it is and how it works. Inflation refers to the increase in prices of goods and services over time, resulting in the loss of purchasing power for consumers. It is typically measured by the Consumer Price Index, CPI, which tracks the prices of a basket of goods and services commonly purchased by households. Inflation is often caused by factors such as an increase in the money supply, rising demand for goods and services, or a decrease in supply due to production or distribution issues. When prices increase, your money can buy fewer goods and services, resulting in a decrease in your standard of living. It's essential to keep an eye on the inflation rate and adjust your spending habits accordingly. If inflation is high, you may want to consider purchasing durable goods sooner rather than later, as they are likely to become more expensive over time. Additionally, you may want to avoid investing in low-yielding assets, such as savings accounts, as they may not keep pace with inflation. The impact of inflation on your money. Inflation, the silent thief of your money. How to fight back. Inflation can have a devastating effect on your money over time. This is because inflation slowly erodes the purchasing power of your money. The rate of inflation is usually measured by the Consumer Price Index, CPI, which reflects the increase in prices of a basket of goods and services over time. The impact of inflation on your money can be seen in the rising costs of everyday expenses, such as groceries, gasoline, and rent. As prices increase, you'll need more money to maintain the same standard of living. Over time, this can make it harder to save for future goals, such as buying a home, funding your retirement, or paying for your children's education. Inflation also impacts the value of your savings and investments. If the interest rate on your savings account is lower than the rate of inflation, you're actually losing money in real terms. Similarly, investments that don't keep pace with inflation can lose value over time. This can be particularly problematic for retirees who rely on their investments for income. Fortunately, there are ways to fight back against inflation. One strategy is to invest in assets that have historically outpaced inflation, such as stocks, real estate, and commodities. Another is to regularly review and adjust your savings and investment strategies to ensure they are keeping up with inflation. By taking proactive steps to protect your money from inflation, you can minimize the impact of this silent thief on your financial well-being. Common misconceptions about inflation. Inflation is often misunderstood, which can lead to people not taking the necessary actions to protect their money. One common misconception is that inflation affects everyone in the same way. In reality, different goods and services experience varying levels of inflation, meaning that the impact on individuals can vary greatly. Another common misconception is that inflation is solely caused by the government printing too much money. While this can be a factor, inflation is also influenced by global economic trends, natural disasters, and other factors beyond a government's control. Some people believe that holding cash is a safe way to protect themselves from inflation. However, cash loses value over time due to inflation, making it a risky choice for long-term savings. Investing in the stock market can also be seen as a risky move during times of inflation, but history has shown that over the long term, the stock market tends to outpace inflation. It's important to educate yourself on the realities of inflation to make informed decisions about how to protect your money. By understanding how inflation works and exploring various saving and investing strategies, you can fight back against the silent thief that is inflation. Ways to fight back against inflation. Inflation, the silent thief of your money. How to fight back. Inflation can be a scary concept, especially if you're not sure how to fight back against it. Here are a few strategies to help you combat the effects of inflation and keep your money from losing its value. 1. Invest in assets that appreciate in value. This includes things like stocks, real estate, and precious metals. These investments have the potential to increase in value over time, which can help offset the effects of inflation. 2. Use inflation-protected securities. This includes bonds and other investment vehicles that are specifically designed to protect against inflation. These investments are often government-backed, which means they're relatively safe and stable. 3. Consider investing in commodities. Commodities like gold, silver, and oil can be a good hedge against inflation, since their value tends to rise as the cost of living goes up. 4. Stay on top of inflation rates. By staying informed about current inflation rates, you'll be better equipped to adjust your financial strategy as needed. This can help you avoid losing money to inflation over time. 5. Be smart with your spending. This includes things like cutting back on unnecessary expenses, using coupons and discounts whenever possible, and shopping around for the best deals on everything from groceries to gas. Remember, the key to fighting back against inflation is to stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay proactive with your finances. With a little bit of effort and planning, you can keep your money safe and secure for years to come. Saving and investing strategies to beat inflation. Inflation is the silent thief of your money, eating away at its value year after year. One of the most effective ways to combat inflation is to save and invest your money wisely. To beat inflation, it's important to look beyond traditional savings accounts with low interest rates. Instead, consider investing in stocks, bonds, and real estate, which historically have yielded higher returns than savings accounts. You can also invest in precious metals like gold and silver, which have long been seen as a hedge against inflation. Another strategy is to diversify your investments across different asset classes, as each has its own risk and return characteristics. This can help minimize the impact of inflation on your overall portfolio. Lastly, consider investing in dividend-paying stocks or bonds, as these investments can provide a steady stream of income that can help offset the effects of inflation. By implementing these saving and investing strategies, you can fight back against inflation and protect the value of your hard-earned money. Final thoughts on protecting your money from inflation. Inflation is a financial enemy that lurks in the shadows, slowly eroding the value of your hard-earned money over time. As we've seen, the impact of inflation can be significant, and it can rob you of your purchasing power without you even realizing it. So how can you fight back against this silent thief of your money? First and foremost, you need to be aware of the impact that inflation can have on your finances. Stay informed and keep an eye on inflation rates to make sure you're not losing ground. Next, consider implementing some of the strategies we've outlined to beat inflation, such as investing in assets that appreciate over time, saving more, and adjusting your spending habits. It's also worth noting that some financial instruments, like inflation-protected bonds, are specifically designed to combat inflation. These securities offer built-in protection against rising prices, making them a smart choice for long-term investors. Finally, remember that the key to protecting your money from inflation is to take action early and often. The longer you wait, the harder it will be to catch up, so don't delay. Start taking steps today to fight back against inflation, the silent thief of your money. I hope you enjoyed the video and find it both entertaining and educational. If you do, give it a thumb up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell for more valuable content like this. Thanks for watching.